so our calabash carrier in the palace of Ilefe has made life so difficult for herself, and no other person again. She's making life so difficult for herself almost every day in that palace of Ilefe. And from our source, we just learned that yes, so Obadeye cannot take it any longer this time around. Yes, because if you are not giving me a DNA test for Prince Ademakinwa, why makes demand? Why do you make demand in the palace of Ilefe? Because we just learned that the Ojaja II has actually asked this thing, our calabash carrier, which is actually Afolasade, not to make any request again in that palace of Ilefe if she does not have a proper DNA test for Prince Ademakinwa, and this one has really shaken everything inside the palace of Ilefe. So many people, by the report I've gathered so far from the Odua press and also the other Yoruba bloggers and our source close to the palace of Ilefe, we just learned that the Ojaja II, the lion itself, His Royal Majesty is actually demanding for Prince Ademakinwa's DNA test once again. I was really surprised when I got this information that Kabiyesi could easily throw into this matter that he actually wants Prince Ademakinwa's DNA test again. So my people, I tell you, there is something really fishy going on in the palace of Ilefe. So if this is your first time actually listening to me, do to like and share and also subscribe on your notification, because you know what we do on Hodge is actually giving the rumors making out on social and the yemo out there in the palace of Ilefe. So seriously, Ova Sabi has finally caught with Olori, Ebony presently now in that palace of Ilefe, because we learned that she actually called the elders in council today to demand for Prince Ademakinwa's share while Kabiyesi is still alive. I ponder what this Olori actually want from the hand of the Ojaja II while making demands when he's still alive. There are people because I remember the last Ooni of Ilefe that was on that throne before he died. That the Ojaja II, that Kabiyesi Ooni of Ilefe actually took over 2015, and I remember he actually ruled from 1980. You can imagine. Somebody that ruled up to from 1980 to this in 2015. So you can imagine his reign was actually blessed. He was fruitful and he lasted a long time. So, but this Oloris bringing all these Ifa wives into the palace of Ilefe is actually bringing a lot of problems to Kabiyesi presently now, and Kabiyesi is not willing any longer to take any excuses coming from the hand of this Ova Sabi lady in the palace of Ilefe presently now, which is Olori Ashley Afolasade, which is Ebony. So we just learned that she actually went to the elders in council in the palace of Ilefe demanding that Kabiyesi shares most of the valuable property he has between his children, his sons in the palace of Ilefe. Said she does not feel comfortable that Prince Tadenikawo, everything is actually bearing the name of Prince Tadenikawo in that palace of Ilefe. Say she does not feel comfortable accepting the fact that Prince Tadenikawo will be in charge of almost everything in the palace of Ilefe. Say she wants her son to have a name in that palace of Ilefe. She wants Prince Ademakinwa to actually have his own share in that palace of Ilefe. But right now we learn that it was a shameful thing for her, because Kabiyesi, the Ojaja II, we don't actually know how he got the information before stepping into the palace of Ilefe, and we learned that immediately our calabash carrier actually saw him stepping into the palace of Ilefe. We learned that she was filled with a lot of shock at that particular time, because it was unbelievable that Kabiyesi will step into the palace at that particular time, because she felt that Kabiyesi went out, not knowing that Kabiyesi actually released this vehicle so that they could easily pick up Mommy Tadenikawo from Akure, because we learned that Queen Naomi actually went to Akure for a function, but Kabiyesi is inviting Queen Naomi into the palace of Ilefe once again today. This evening we will learn that there is a feast actually going on at the palace of Ilefe. So my people, I say you guys should take to the comment section, put up your own opinion as you really deem it fit to, because so this prepared dance season, a lot is still about to go down in that palace of Ilefe, because Kabiyesi, the lion itself, is not giving up anytime soon. So we'll learn that Kabiyesi when he stepped into the palace of Ilefe and recognized the elders that were actually sitting down beside Calabash carrier in the palace of Ilefe, he made a demand immediately to know why they were actually gathering. Why they were gathering at that particular time. Say he had no notice that they were actually going to have any gathering, private meeting with the Oloris. So what is Calabash carrier actually doing in the midst of the elders in council? So we learned that yes, she was actually shocked. But most of the elders in council, they were actually excited that Kabiyesi walked in on them at that particular time to hear the jargon that were actually coming out from the mouth of Calabash carrier in the palace of Ilefe. So my people, I say you guys should take to the comment section, put up your own opinion as it deem. If you guys say, "Oh, to get enough is enough." This Olori, they feel they can have their way anytime they like in that palace of Ilefe. But Kabiyesi is letting them know this time around, you can't have your way any longer in that palace of Ilefe. Say, yes, so Queen Naomi actually has the larger share in that palace of Ilefe. Yes, because she has the first prince in that palace of Ilefe, and you can't take it away from her. You can't take it away from her. He has actually stated in time without number that yes, his life, his actually wealth, and everything belongs to Prince Tadenikawo. He did not mention anything concerning Queen Naomi because we have actually found out time without number that almost everything given to the Queen Naomi is actually managing. The name on the documents are actually Prince Tadenikawo and not Queen Naomi. So she has stated time without number that yes, she did not come for wealth in the palace of Ilefe. It was God's direction at that particular time. That was what brought her into the palace of Ilefe, and she was favored in that palace. So if you remember, Prince Tadenikawo coming into the palace of Ilefe was actually predestined for him to come into the palace of Ilefe. It wasn't just something of chance that made him come into the palace of Ilefe. He was actually predestined to come into the palace of Ilefe. So nobody can take that gift from Prince Tadenikawo because he merits everything in that palace of Ilefe. Queen Naomi has been loyal to Ojaya II. So yes, Kabiyesi is not giving up every time soon because we learned that Kabiyesi went ahead to ask question why Ebony is actually calling the elders in council, and she started fumbling because she felt she may easily know her way to bribe her way with the elders in council, but not knowing that yes, not he that runneth unwilling, but it's God that showeth mercy. So my people, I tell you, a lot is still happening in the palace of Ilefe. So my subscribers and my returning subscribers, you guys are the really MVP. So I say thank you very much.